Good evening everyone and welcome to Invictus Racing League Tier 2. Today we will be racing around the Japanese Grand Prix Suzuka circuit, 5.8 kilometers and 29 laps I think we're doing around here, or 27 laps, possibly. Kim sounds just a little bit quiet, I'll sort that out. No music, I have all the music turned off just in case. I'd rather not risk any copywriting like you said. We've had a few issues with YouTube when it comes to sounds. Just quickly going to run us through then through the lineups again. So I know you saw these last race, but we have Ronan and O'Stephen in the Red Bull, Kez and Ken in the Mercedes, Ginger Tiger and Anjagash in the McLaren, Rodo and Daryl in the Ferrari, Jack, Mikey in the Aston Martins, LDR Gamer, Easty Mats in the Alpines, Jovi and It's the Cat in the Racing Bulls, JPH and Brucey Harding in the new kit car, bright green, who's on screen for me right now, Sir Spud and Cryptic in the Haas, and As Lucas and Clips Curry in the Williams. So let's go through the current standings and the driver standings. We have LDR Gamer top of the table, 17 points, winning the first race of the season. Cryptic in second, Rodo in third, O'Stephen fourth, and Vrees the reserve in fifth. Keza sixth, Ads Lucas ninth, seventh. Sorry, the positions are. Oh no, they are fine. Clips Curry 8th, Easy Match 9th, and Nitrogash 10th. Sorry, the picture is a little bit squeezed, unfortunately, but it looks even more silly if it's just across half the screen. Quickly through the Constructors' Championship then so far, we have Alpine leading the way on 21 points, Haas on 15 in second, and Ferrari third on 12 points. Mercedes down in 6th, even though they have a strong lineup, but they're missing a driver again today. So we'll see how it's going to affect them. But we'll go on broad then with Bruce, who's going to set the first, going to be one of the first few over the line in that brand new bright green kit car. One of the shortest start-finish straights in the calendar. Japan, not the longest. A really difficult right-hander. Bruce really struggling with the car through there. And then the swooping S's of turns 3 to 7. A test for any seasoned driver, and I'm not too sure. He's very gentle on the throttle. Exits through there without losing the car. Bit of traffic up ahead of him. Hopefully they will get out of his way. The McLaren moves quite nicely down into the hairpin of turn 11. Car on his left, out the way. Ferrari up on the grass also out the way. That's fine. Exit out of turn 11, quite important to get your run down into turn 12. And not too bad next set out there through obviously turn 13 and 14. Bit of a difficult corner that one. It's sort of a double apex, but a little bit more because you can't quite do it all in one big flow. Down a significantly longer straight through 130R. Nice flat out through there. Looks like he's running out of ERS actually. Big braking zone. You can eat a lot of curb through both of these corners, which Bruce does quite nicely. At 129.7, fastest lap in a medium set of tyres at the moment. Bruce goes third with a 130.4. 129.3 for Kent, top of the table so far for McLaren driver. Let's get over the line. He's just starting this lap. On board with Ginger Tiger through that right hander, barely affects the car that one. See what tyres we're on. We're on mostly softs. A couple of people going out on the mediums first. Don't really know why people do that. Don't feel like it really gives you much representation of the track or the grip, to be honest. But each their own. Breeze coming down towards the final chicane. Not taking as much apex as he can do. Maybe just wants to get a nice clean banker in. That bump on the right hand side is luckily not there anymore. And a 129.8 then for Freeze. It puts him into P4. Just inside those 1 minute 30s. I don't doubt we're going to see drivers getting into the 128s today. Got Ads Lucas being a bit blocked here by a Haas. I'm not really too sure what's going on here. Haas really getting in the way. Is that a Haas? Thought it was, but yeah, it was Cryptic, wasn't it? Yeah. Too sure what's going on there. Let's get back to As Lucas. is going to mess with his time a little bit, although he's a bit of purple sector apparently. Clip's going second, 129.4, just behind Kent. We've still got that provisional pole. Not a very tight line to the start-finish line there for Aston Lucas. That'll put him P3, Williams second and third so far. Suzuka, obviously also the only figure of 8 track in the calendar. Well, I say figure of 8, very, very loosely figure of 8. Let's see then, what can Rudder do? His teammate still in the pits, hasn't gone out for a lap just yet. So he will be the lead Ferrari. Talking of his teammate, getting ready there. Not come out to give him a tow or anything. Interesting decision. Through then the first sweep NS's of the track. Car, nice, not riding up on the curbs because it's easy to put the car round up on those curbs. I don't doubt we might see somebody do that throughout at some point in this race or qualifying. Taking the right hander quite nicely, eating a lot of curb there. Ooh, unsettles the car a little bit. Down into the hairpin then, we've got a yellow flag for someone letting someone through. A wide line through the hairpin, cut through the apex, quite nicely done. Gives you a nice wide exit and he drift into the middle of the corner, although he's hugging that inside line. And might lose a little bit of top speed through the corner. Through the awkward double left-hander then. Car is in the middle of the track, if he's going to get out of the way. Yeah, he doesn't really hold anyone up in the way, thankfully. Through 130R then. Left-hander, don't get out the throttle if you're man enough. And Rudder quite nicely straight through the corner, kiss the apex and through the second one. They're taking a little bit more curb there, but nice tight line to the finish line. And this is going to be fastest, is it? Oh, not quite. 129.475. Brilliant time though for Rudder. It's the cat then. Next one to go over the line. 130, how's this set up? Does he get out the throttle? No, he doesn't. Run out VRS though by the looks of it. Yeah, deploy used. He's used too much throughout the lap. This is going to cost him dearly for some lap time. Very, very wide line to the finish. Oh, he goes quickest. You know what? He ran out of VRS, so he's got a lot of potential to find in that lap. So he's definitely capable of setting a 128. But he goes quickest by 2/1000ths of a second ahead of Kent, who is currently out to set out lap as he gets out the way of the car. Even though it was just coming out the pits there. A little bit of a pond on the right. Didn't know that was there. Just discussions of strategy going on in the chat. We will get on to the strategy discussion towards the end of qualifying. Darrell then, one of the only drivers to not set a lap so far. And then the big long straight up to 130R. Does Darrell need to get out the throttle? Let's see, that throttle's currently pinned. A little bit of steering angle, keep the throttle pinned. Lovely stuff. How much is he going to take? He's going to take none of the inside curb there. Time to find, drifting a little bit wide. 130.8 then, Darrell, done in P15 on the Xbox. Obviously, the reason why he's struggling is because he's on that Xbox. No doubt, in my mind at all about that one. Mikey then, next one who's going to be setting a lap, I think. Oh no, we got Kent just ahead actually, who is going to be battling for that P1 position. I'm not too sure if he's up on his time. I've not seen any split times, or sector time should I say. Through 130R nicely. 293, looks like he's doing an alright time. Through the chicane then, eating the curbs on both. And a pretty tight run down to the line. Is he going to get inside the 128? He is not, but he does go quickest 129.033. Oh, they are there next over the line. He goes even quicker, 129.018, but still not inside the 128 to go. And Aston over the line. That was Mikey to P11. Or he didn't improve, I'm not too sure. Haas is about to come over the line then. He doesn't improve either. Well, he does improve actually to P7, but not to top of the field. Got a Red Bull next over the line. No, Racing Bull. He's going into the pits, that doesn't matter. Vree's a bit wide there. Oh, up on the curb. Bit of a slide. That'll be lap ruin. Let's look on to somebody else. We've got Ginger Tiger then. Got the hot lap going. 3:130. This is looking like a good time. Through the final two corners and just a tight run down to the finish line. Can we get inside the 128? No, we can't. 129.042. And P3 for Ginger Tiger, fastest third sector. We just can't quite get into. Ooh, Mikey running a bit wide there. Invalidated, so we will go look elsewhere. Easty Mats over the line. He's 130.2. Didn't look like he used any extra ERS for him. Two Peach is not on a lap. He's doing a double warm up by the looks of it. Mikey, of course, invalidated. Bruce. Ooh, we got Krikzik nearing the line. He's a little bit down on the on his time. Oh yeah, he's invalidating in fact, and he's gonna slot it in the pits. I expect that. Yeah, exactly that. Let's come on board with Bruce. Actually, Nitro. No. It's Bruce. Yeah, let's stay with Bruce. Go on board with Bruce next over the line, I think. Using that hot lap ERS. All the way down this back straight through, 130 yard. Does he lift up the throw? No, he doesn't. In fact, the corner's not there. Oh, that was nasty from the McLaren Ginger Tiger right on the racing line into the corner. Oh, I don't know if I was Bruce, I wouldn't be happy about that. Oh, Ronan has spun the car. At turns. We're in the middle of the S's. But then with Nitro Gas, she's not up on his time. And he is out of fuel. Must be on an in lap then. That's true, also on an in lap. There's yellow flags all over the place, so I can't quite see how long we got left of this session, but I don't think it's long. We got Kent on an out lap. Yeah, 3 minutes 40. He's gonna be the first one over the line then. Darryl. Let's go to Darryl then. 130.842 to beat as he starts into turn 1. Carry as much speed through there as you can, go a little bit wide and then tight to the apex. Quite nicely done. Run a bit wide, you can get up on the curb there, but you do not touch these curbs. Got to stay off them. Bit on the curbs, Darryl, playing it risky. You can ride them a little bit, but that's not the fastest line through there. No, session timer is always on. If there's a yellow flag though, it goes over the timer in Spectator, which is really annoying. So they're keeping it pretty clean. Down into the hairpin of turn 11. See, like, now there's a set caution in sector 3. I can't see it. Up on the grass, Darryl. Not the best place to be getting traction is on the grass. Yeah, in Spectators, the always on thing doesn't make any difference. It's just for when you're racing. exit out of those two corners. Quite nice for a run up the back straight through 130R. Not going to lift the throttle. We've already seen him do it once. In fact, I think he's going to be saving and he's going to go again because he is not up in his time and he's got all his ERS left to use. So let's go to Kent, who could be contesting the top of that standings. Needs to find currently less than 2/100ths of a second to go top of the table. It's been the same for years with the always on thing in spectator mode. As soon as the yellow flag comes out, you can't see the timer. It's been like that for years, I think. Definitely was like it in the last couple of games. Oh, spin for Kent. He will get chance to retire on track. That's not what I was going to finish my sentence with. He will get time to retire on track. That is also in a horrible position, blocking the road. Hopefully nobody's on a flying lap here, as Kent's car is moved out of the way. Better than P6, not far behind, just 4/10. Kent will not take pole position. But then big run up the back straight. A lot of traffic. Hopefully this McLaren gets out its way. Hopefully this McLaren gets out its way. McLaren does not get out the way. I hope that's not Ginger again. No, it's not. It was Nitrogash that time. Rather than down to the finish line. Is he going to be inside the 128s? No, he's not. 129.088. And I hate to speculate, but potentially he could have been top of the table if that was no impeding there. Oh, spin for Clips right as I go to him. That'd be qualifying done for him. Jack over the line. He's starting his lap. LDR just on his lap as well. Let's try and get to the front of the runners. About to go over the line. We have Vries with the fastest sector. 5 temps up. That's not going to put him top of the table though. In that racing bull. He is going to improve, but he's not going to go top. Where is it going to put him? I don't think he's going to be inside the 128. 129.4. Season P7. Over the line we have Ronan. He's not going any quicker because that spin. Bruce hasn't gone quicker either. He's not actually improved. We've got 2 Hasses over the line. Grigsick jumps to P5. For the Haas, Sir Spud is done for qualifying. Next over the line then JPH. No, we've got a McLaren, sorry, over next over the line. Must be Ginger Tiger. Over he goes, and he goes into the 128. 128.917 for Ginger Tiger. JPH over the line improves, but I didn't think he moved a position, or maybe just the one. P10 for JPH. Mikey P14. He doesn't move forwards too much. We've got Ads Lucas next over the line. Only 2 attempts on improvement so far. It was way more than that. 120.985. Second car into the 128, and second in the standings. McLaren over the line. Nutcher. He doesn't improve. O'Steven up to P13. Ruddo is not improving. Clips career is invalidated, and an Alpine over the line. Must have been. Oh dear, no, he went into the pits. Mr. Max over the line, 130.0. And I think that is everybody. Unless we got Jack actually. Nope. Sorry, where is he? Jack. No, he's invalidated. So that is everybody. And everybody's times. Yeah, she was going to have fun. A few blocks. It looked like in qualifying and a retirement on track from Ken. No doubt that's all going to end up in the stewards. But Ginger Tiger on pole then for the Japanese Grand Prix by a very, very small margin. Just wait then for us to go towards the next screen. Here we go then. Ginger Tiger, top of the table. in the McLaren, as Lucas second in the Williams, LDR third in the Alpine, and Ken in fourth, even after that retirement on track in the Mercedes. Rotto making it into the top five, obviously impeded during his qualifying lap, and it could have seen him go quickest. Krikzik P7, P6, Clips P7, it's the Cat P8. Vries, the reserve, in P9 alongside his temporary teammate P10, Jack in the Aston Martin, leader of the kicks, JPH in P11, Anchagash, the second McLaren driver, P12, Stephen P13 in the Red Bull, Bruce P14 in the kick, Ronan P15 in the Red Bull, Easton Mats P16 in the Alpine, and Mikey, Spud and Darrell at the back of the field. Evening to Sir Spud, joining us in the chat. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Nice to see you going out and setting some laps this time in qualifying. I know last year you had a bit of, you quite enjoyed just sitting back and watching the chaos unfold. Harold with the last of first challenge. Lewis saying we will have to wind Daryl up a little bit, don't we? Hopefully no one with an early ready up. Yeah, like Xerox said. Don't think we had an early ready up in tier 2 last week, did we? But we did have one in tier 1. They're all second to last then, not last. Strategies today. Medium. Hard. Hard medium. Probably the optimum strategy, but obviously hard medium is not a very good strategy realistically in league racing, as safety cars are almost inevitable, and starting on the hards, an early safety car obviously ruins your race. Let's go for top 3 predictions. Is Ginger going to convert that pole? I don't know. I'm going to say that Ginger will not convert the pole, but still be in the top 3. Just got to keep himself out of danger. So I'm going to put Ginger second. Top of the field, I'm going to put LDR to win the race. Can't remember who won the last race. I think it might have been him. 2 races in a row. Yeah, let's go for it. And the third winner, third place. So Ginger Tiger second. Third, Kent. I just don't think. I don't know. Don't know if Kent's got what it takes. Third. I might have to see the grid again during the formation lap to decide on a third for the podium. I'm not too sure. Also about to get a confirmation of the lap counter. I think it is 27. How many safety cars? Not too sure how easy they come out around Japan, but it is easy to spin the car in that first sector. So I'm going to say 2. 2 safety cars, one within the first 3 laps, I reckon. That first sector is dangerous when there's a lot of cars nose to tail. So easy to get caught up in something. And Keza knows all about how fragile front wings are around this track. Those of you who've seen the onboard from a few years ago, if you know, you'll know about it. I think Daryl will know if he's watching, and possibly Lewis as well. One safety car, one VSC. I think we're going to get more than that. Possibly 2 safety cars, a VSC into a safety car, or maybe 2 safety cars and a VSC. It could be possible. 5 obviously being the max you can get in a session. That includes VSCs and safety cars. So if it starts as a VSC and then it escalates to a safety car, that counts as 2. I think 5 is the limit. Maybe it's 7, but I think it's 5. When you got your safety car set to reduced. I think that number increases if you increase the safety car setting, but we have it reduced here in IRL. Obviously, fuel is another thing to consider. Something I don't like doing is underfueling, but I know some people do choose to underfuel. But the one day I underfueled around Monza, we didn't get a safety car until 5 laps to go. Obviously, in the end, that ended up working out quite nicely for me. Although, not really because I had been fuel saving for 5 laps. But it did save me because I had been fuel saving and I was still like a lap under fuel. So, it's always, always, always risky. So you have some marshals dancing on the side of the road, waiting for our drivers to get out onto, well, they're out on the grid. I can see a peep of a Red Bull and McLaren and an Aston in the background there. Now, I wonder if that is, I assume that is where all the cars are meant to be. I assume they're in order on the grid there. I can't really tell. Because for the actual drivers, they are sat in those cars. I'm not sure why we'd see something different. And some blurry DHL signs in the background because, of course, that's not on the racetrack, so they're not rendered in properly. Which is quite funny, even though the camera watches them. Oh, hang on. Is there no one there to call a start? Assuming. They're waiting for me to call it. Let's go. 30 seconds there before we get underway for the formation lap. 10 seconds. Hear the timer. Counting down. Not to the start of the race, to the start of the formation lap. This year, I've not seen any issues with the formation lap. Hopefully I don't eat my words. And we experience issues here. Time will tell, but third place, Ruddo, I'm going to give it to. Can't remember who else I said now. So Ruddo third, Ginger second, LDR first. Let's just quickly bring up the table. LDR did win the race. Craig Six second, Ruddo third. Oh, I can't have 2 out of the 3 same in the podium, can I? Right, let's change that decision. We will have just don't know. Ginger to convert the pole. Actually, let's go for it. No, let's not. I don't think. Let's go. Ads Lucas first. Ginger second. LDR third. Potentially Ruddo third. That's where I'm gonna fluctuate a little bit. LDR or Ruddo third. What we're gonna go for. Lucas, LDR, Ginger. Warming up the tyres this year, really difficult. Obviously, last year we could use the brake to warm up the tyres, which is something they can do in real life. And something I learned during RP, thanks to Mert, if he's tuning in, he'll probably find this highly amusing that I'm bringing this up now. That there is tyre wear during the formation lap, which I did not realise. And I spent beginning of the sprint and the beginning of the feature race sliding the car around the track like an idiot, trying to warm up the tyres, thinking that there was no tyre wear, but I was very wrong. Silly me. Right then, mediums, mostly for the top well, for all the top 5, but most of the drivers. Critic gambling for the softs, maybe to go soft mediums or soft hards, not too sure. Clips on the mediums, Kit on the soft, and then we have a few near the back. Bruce going for that, Steven going for that hard compound. He liked that one last week. Ronan, his teammate, also on the hards. Both going to run a long race then. Hopefully no safety cars to ruin that race. Mikey, Spud and Daryl at the back of the field, all on the hards as well. They're all going to try and run long. Maybe hope for a fairly late safety car to give them a good choice. Yeah, mediums are it's always the safe bet for tyre choice for race start. Most people will start on the mediums. Not always the optimum strategy, but like we said earlier, safety cars in league racing often results in mediums being picked by most people. Nitro first one, and only one to overshoot. No, Bruce as well, sorry. And Mikey, a hat trick. Let's go then. We have the drivers ready to go. Race controllers disabled DRS. We have 5 red lights. And we are off for the Japanese Grand Prix in Tier 2. Ginger gets a good start. He's going to keep the lead. As Lucas is going to keep P2 and LDR third behind. Rodo and Kent battling a little bit. Cricks again at Kent. No contact so far into the first corner. All keeping it nice and steady. We've got 2 wide with the V-Cubs. One in a reserve, so hopefully he doesn't get in each other's way. 2 Red Bulls side by side in the background, but no contact, and everyone through nice and clean and tidy. As Lucas top in first, jumping Ginger Tiger on the start. Steven getting ahead of Bruce. Well, they're having a bit of battle there. Side by side they go. Bruce on the inside line. Going to keep that P14 position from Steven as they file into the right-hander then. And medium hards is the strategy that most people are going to run by the looks of it. But to the front of the field, Lucas getting a brilliant start. Jumping Ginger Tiger and pulling a little bit of a gap already. Got some moves being made into the hairpin behind us, do we? No, no one's going to dive down the inside into the hairpin. Daryl's going to make a move on Mikey on the exit. Last to first challenge, well underway, 2 positions made so far. LDR eyeing up Ginger Tiger, who's struggling through the following corners. And then a big run up to 130R. Ginger Tiger already saving a bit of VRS. Are we going to see him moving to 130R? We have a yellow flag at the back of the field. Ronan in the wall. A 10-second penalty for a collision with Steven and Easty Mats. Oh, we've got a bit of a chaos, and it's the first VSC then of the race. Vries making an overtake what looked like after the safety car was called. And there we go, safety car number 1. Just a VSC for now. Kritzek has left the session. That's a disconnect. Whilst we're not in anything important here, I'll try and get an invite out to him. All of those at the back of the field pitting gonna take their 10-second penalties and change all their wings. Chaos at the back of the field though for the start of the Japanese race. Lap 1 and the Red Bulls double stacking one another. Oh, this is costly because Ronan's gonna sit there and serve. Did he have a 10-second penalty as well? He didn't, but he did. So now he's gonna serve this 10-second penalty. Oh, that's not ideal. He's going to be home for another safety car. But we are back underway. And LDR getting the jump on Ginger Tiger. Going to go around the outside into the hairpin. Ginger going to hold that inside line. Keeping it nice and tidy. Around the outside though by LDR. Gamer side by side. And now looking the inside line. And ahead of Ginger Tiger. Rodo getting past Crickstick as well. Who is, of course, disconnected. But I think he's back in the car now. Clips Curry. Is he going to send it up the inside of Rodo? No, he's not. He's going to play safe. Maybe Crickstick isn't in this car yet. Can't quite tell. I think he is. But we will go to Vries, right behind his teammate in the V-Carb. Oh, side by side at the front of the field. No one making contact. Nice and clean through there. They're getting a better exit down to the start-finish straight, but it's not very long to make an overtake. He's going to go down the inside of Rodo. Bruce with the fastest lap so far. Clips up to P5. Mikey going a little bit quicker. And P5 then for Rodo. It's the cat getting past Crickstick. Oh, Crickstick pushing Vries wide. Fairly safe rejoin there from Vries. Allowing the 2 kick drivers through. Back to the front of the field though. Ginger Tiger in third, LDR second, as Lucas first. Jack getting overtaken by JPH. Ooh, in an unorthodox position. Possibly a mistake from Jack allowing that overtake. Eastermans into the pits for a new front wing. Doesn't he went in and served his penalty and then the game didn't... Oh, no, he's had enough. Eastermans is retiring from the race. Lap 3 and he is done already. Ronan then a country mile off the front of the race. Oh, Stephen and Nitro as well. They're all going to be hoping for safety cars. But a yellow flag in Sector 3 and Sector 1 because of that retired car. So no one's going to be making any moves down the start-finish straight. Fastest lap spine in though. Ginger Tiger 132.1. Fastest driver out on the field currently. Only got to make an overtake. Well, he's not close enough anyway, but Bruce didn't pass Jack. Jack looking like he's struggling here. Back up to the front of the field though. Kent falling away from those top three. We've got a yellow flag. We've got a spinner. That's the oh, contact. Krisick is out of the race. And we have safety car number 1 after the VSC. Not sure who he collected, but that ended his race. Heron then. And these drivers at the back of the field will be relieved of the safety car. Has indeed begun. We've got plenty of drivers diving into the pits. LDR staying out. But I think we're going to go hards to the end. Let's see. Tyre decisions for the tops. Everyone who's pitted. Ronan picking up a drive-through for speeding under the safety car. Oh dear, it's bad to worse for Ronan today. Not paying attention to his delta at all by the looks of it. Lewis, if you're still here, last to first challenge for Darrell, P3. Not far off. Freeze and LDR choosing to stay out, wanting that track position. Interesting decisions. It's the cat, he's going to have to stop again, but all these hard runners, I think they'll be able to go till the end. Tyres will be a little bit upset when you get there, but they will go to the end. Ronan. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Hopefully, I don't see him retiring the pits, but we'll see. Now he's going to need another safety car because that drive-through obviously cannot be served during a safety car period. We'll see what he decides to do. Good, he's staying out. He's going to soldier on. We like to see it. Always prefer it when drivers choose to stay out and fight on. You never know what's going to happen. Long way to go. We're only lap 5. Yes, you're going to be 15 seconds down the field, but it doesn't really matter. Running a long way to go to catch up. Not going to be restarting anytime soon. So Spud, Darrell, Vrees, LDR all have to stop. It's the Cat, Mikey also have to stop. They're not going to go till the end. Stephen and Ronan have made a stop. Don't have to, but will need to. Stop. at some point for those medium tyres. You have a little bit of formation driving going on. Between some good friends, on and off the track. GPH, Jack and Bruce. With Stephen in the pits, onto the hards. So he will go to the end now. Mikey opted to stay out. Roman, I think, will probably catch here. Possibly catch. Maybe actually, I was looking at the delta towards Stephen, not to the front of the field. Well, not the front of the field, back of the pack. He might catch. The Rebels are getting on with it. Of course, you don't have to go full send, but you got to get a bit of a move on, and he does catch them quite nicely. We will have a restart then on lap 6, 1 lap before Xerox decided. Sorry, you will not be taking the position of the race director. It will be a lap 6 restart then. Front of the field, let's go back there. LDR Gamer in the Alpine, leading the race. For now, of course. Net P1 is as Lucas in P5, of course. As those ahead have not yet pitted. And the safety car will come halfway up the straight here to 130R. In about 3 seconds, roundabout now. Safety car in this lap. Like to go off. LDR becomes the lead driver. Watch for that throttle input. And how clean the restart is going to be. He's not gone just yet. And he is away then. Out the corner. Not the best restart. Not really going to wait for a jump on the car behind him. JPH getting overtaken before the... It's the cat overtaking people before the line. I'm not too sure what happened there. Let's go back towards the more important places. The front of the field. As Lucas getting past all the drivers. Mikey getting past Nitro at the back of the field. It's the cat getting a bit carried away. I'm not too sure really what happened there, but it's caused gaps there. Oh, this is a brave move. As Lucas on Darrell, backed out of that one. That would have been a little bit ambitious there for As Lucas, as Darrell is holding them up behind. 1.5 seconds behind those two ahead already. Darrell up onto the grass a little bit. He's got a bit of a queue forming behind him. Hopefully no one goes steaming into the back of one another here. But Darrell, 2 seconds gap, already holding up the field a little bit. No DRS, of course, on the safety car restart lap. But is a move going to be made by As Lucas? Nope, he's not going to go for it. He did think about it, though. Let's see that. Down the back straight. Better exit for As Lucas. Darrell's going to be using the ERS a little bit to hold As Lucas behind. He's going to go alongside it into 130R. Who's going to back out? Is anybody going to back out? They're going to go side by side through there. A little bit of contact. As Lucas ahead. Down the inside. Whoa! Hassoff in the road. Contact. Lots of contacts. All around. Oh, bit of a snap for the Mercedes driver of Kent. Clips going past Ginger Tiger then. We've got a bit of chaos unfolding. Most certainly in here. Darrell staying ahead though with his teammate behind. That's Lucas counting his lucky stars that he got through before that happened. Actually getting back past Mikey, who is been overtaken by everyone. Not too sure what happened there. Sir Spud losing a couple of positions. Oh, bit of contact. Oh, that's a broken wing for It's the Cat on the back of Spud's car. And that's going to give Nitrogash a run round the outside. Oh, it's going to get nasty into the right-hander. No one backing out. Oh, both wide. It's the Cat, of course, with wing damage. Oh, and he's gone round, up on the curb. Front of the field, Ruddo getting past Darrell quite nicely, doing it in a sensible position. Looking that team battle as we see out from under the trees. Lipsky getting a good run on Darrell. He's on the outside of one into 130R. He's got that better straight line speed. He will blast through. Ronex, is he going to send it into the final chicane? I would imagine not. McLaren, ooh, getting a bit close to Darrell's rear wheel there. Better exit though, but he's not got any ERS left. And Vries for the lead. P1. Darrell stays ahead. Whoa, we got 2 wide behind. Kent and Ginger. Kent makes the move on Ginger Tiger. A little bit of a snap for Darrell, but he stays ahead of the 2 of them. Kent with that ERS that Ginger didn't have, allowing the overtake for Kent and to get ahead whilst we were looking at the front of the field. Kent now being held up by Darrell Whiffen. Darrell W28. Ooh, a little bit loosey out the corner. Through turns 9, fine. Carried with so much speed for almost right angle corner. I think it might even be a right angle corner. We have a line of cars behind Darrell again, all waiting to make some moves, but Vries stretching his legs out at the front, 8/10 ahead as we have Kent then. Can't find a way through on Darrell as the trailing car in the queue, sorry, not being able to get the traction down, but this is where we see Darrell struggle. Out the exit of this corner here, turns at 13 and 14, but not this time. Darrell getting a decent run out of DRS though, of his teammate ahead. So this isn't a DRS zone, but he will be out the DRS as Kent will have a think about sending it into the chicane. Gonna play safe. Oh, Ginger up the inside. Bit of wheel banging going on. Fairly clean and tidy though. But Kent, no ERS left to use. Ginger Tiger's not going to either. JPH looking to pick up the pieces. Not quite, but Kent staying ahead of Ginger Tiger. And Darrell staying ahead of the pair of them. Apparently Darrell really the cork in the bottle here, holding the guys up. 2 seconds to up the road. Ruddo doing a bit of a Haas masterclass here. And holding up cars, but Kent to the outside. Optimal move made by Kent. As we have a yellow flag, that is Ronan spinning at the back of the field. Oh, spin for Kent. Oh, lost a rear. That's going to cost him dearly some positions. After getting through on Darrell with a lovely move. And now we have the same again. Darrell, Ginger Tiger all a bit wide there. That's going to be track limits, I'd imagine. A warning for Ginger Tiger. We've saved up some ERS this time. Up the back straight then. 2-1-3. We've got a yellow flag back of the field. But Ronan's gone round again. I'm in a troublesome time. We'll save him the embarrassment and not go back and watch that. Ginger Tiger. Oh, steaming in. Vries is overtaken for the lead. Well, provisional lead, of course, to this race, as those two are yet to pit, so we'll keep an eye on the battle further back. Ginger Tiger to the inside of Darrell. Not much Darrell's going to be able to do about this one, as he goes horribly wide off the track. Loses a whole load of positions up in the gravel, and to the back of the field. Yellow flags for that one. Darrell trying to leave a lot of space, leaves too much space, costs himself quite dearly there. We have another yellow flag. That is Ruddo again, running again. Bless him, really, really struggling now. Still though, LDR leaving from Vries, who we will watch a little bit of a battle here. Now the cork is out of the bottle. Kent after a spin, getting back ahead of Darrell. obviously then Air has to play with for Vries, not so much to play with for LDR. In fact, not any at all to play with for LDR. This could be a move for the lead then for Vries. Not too sure what lap they're going to be pitting. If Steven gets past Spud. Yeah, we're going to see the leader of this race change. And a new race leader down the inside in the Racing Bull Vries ahead of LDR Gamer. Or P1. So we have a few more gaps opening now that they're not trying to get past there. We've got side by side into turn 1. Round the outside from Sir Spud. Ooh, Mikey keeping the inside line, which will go to the outside, but he will be ahead once they get there. Pitch then on the tail of Ginger Tiger. He's been saving a little bit of ERS. Nearly halfway through the race already. Had lots of chaos. Ronan still soldiering on. Kudos to him. Freezing LDR slowly getting caught. Freeze stretching those legs though from LDR Gamer, but last time I said that he was caught up within their lap, so maybe I don't want to into too much. Looks running a little bit wide through those couple of corners, 13 and 14. JPH is going to dump a little bit of battery to stay right on the rear of Ginger, hopefully to make a move down the south end straight, but maybe forwards is where we need to be looking. Not of those two. Ruddo right on the rear of Clips Kiri. This is for the front of the pack. As Lucas is of course technically the leader here. LDR does go in the pits. Ruddo down the inside. Move made quite easily and nicely. So we'll look backwards at JPH, who cannot get the move on Ginger Tiger. We have a yellow flag. That is Ronan again round at the back of the field. In fact, that was a retirement on track, unless he was beached. And it's a safety car, so I think that was the retirement. But the safety car has come out. And Vries will be quite happy about that one, you know. No, he won't. Well, he will be. Onto the hards. To the end of the race. They'll easily go now. He can't go mediums again. Obviously, got to use 2 tyre compounds. And use this opportunity to have a little drink. Right, Vries will go into the pits. Where's he going to come out? LDR Gamer will be shooting himself that he pitted when he did. Vries will come in for our hards, but will easily go to the end. Get a move on. Don't need to worry about your Del, so you're going into the pits. Do not speed in the pit lane. 10 seconds if you do that. Doesn't. As Lucas comes in for a new set of mediums, I'd imagine. We're all going to come in for mediums. Are we all going to come in? Does look that way, doesn't it? Ooh, close to track limits. Kent stays out. He's feeling confident he can go to the end. He's not going to get the lead of the race. He will get ahead. Go, 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 go! Oh, didn't quite get there. Oh dear, speeding in the pit lane. Cat. Oh dear, into the pits. He's spared. Maybe could have got over. Well, I mean, it might have been a Delta issue, of course. I feel like he could have got ahead of him though. Vries then comes out P1, but of course he is on the hards. JPH on the softs. Well, that's an interesting decision. I wonder if that was a mistake from the mechanics or that was intentional. Not too sure. safety car then is probably going to... I can't remember. Can it come in this lap or does it have to go one more? They caught it this lap, didn't they? So I think they're going to have to go one more. So everyone, yeah, one more to go. See, how does Vries manage this race lead? So, what did I have then? Do you remember? Adds Lucas to win, LDR second, Ruddo third. Ruddo or Ginger Tiger, I think they said, wasn't it? Interesting. Oh, let's not hit each other through the S's, please. You've restarted lap 15 this time, that's for sure. Hits the cat with a 10-second penalty, which he chose not to take in the pits. Very strange decision, unless he didn't want to go on the hards, I guess. But he's going to have to serve this penalty at the end of the race now, so I guess you'd be better off being on the wrong tyre than out of the race. Because it's not 5, it's 10 now. Unless he felt he was wrongfully given that penalty. Ken, maybe going to hold up a few drivers behind, so Vries will be hoping that he does exactly that. LDR didn't lose out too much actually because they all pitted again. But you do think he would have been, second, wouldn't he? Front of the field then, we have a reserve lead in the race. Vries, the Dutch guy. With a league at the front of his name that I refuse to say on stream. Let's see how he manages this restart. He's going to have to slow down a bit here, because he's a bit close to the safety car ahead. Let's see then, 50 miles an hour, keeping a pretty continuous speed, well, kind of, up and down. Bit of queuing going on behind, hopefully no one jump in the start further backwards. He's away then. Vries starts off this race again. He's got As Lucas bombing it down behind. That looks like a McLaren in the background, possibly going to make a move into turn 1. Is As Lucas going to go for it? No, he's not. Let's try and quickly get back to look if Gigi Tiger's going to send it down the inside. No, he's not. It's still saying safety car, but I think that's just a bug because I don't see no safety car out on the track. All I see is Vries out on the track leading, and Ken holding up LDR Gamer a little bit. I don't know if I can... No, I can't get rid of that. It says yellow flag behind it. I can't get rid of that notification for some reason. Maybe once the track status updates at some point, it will disappear. But it's not a safety car. As Lucas definitely got some pace on Vries. And in fact, he's going to go for a move towards the hairpin. He's going to send it up the inside. Oh, sort of half-hearted. Vries goes wide, leaving him space. But Vries will have the inside line, but he won't have the better traction on the hard tyres. And the Williams move made adds Lucas into P1. Well, I did say might win the race today. A long way to go yet. Still another 10 laps after this one. But he's going about it the right way. Kent looks like he's not too bad on those tyres for now. They are 11 laps old, but it's not costing him too much. Vries and As Lucas both managing ERS. And no point wasting it all in one go, although it is quite easy to recharge it this year. We're all going to go in nice and tidy. Jack ahead of Stephen. Stephen lost a couple of positions, or Jack gained one, I'm not too sure. DRS enabled then for the front of the field. Nobody close enough to make a move, I don't think. Still saying safety car, that's really annoying. Can't get that to go away. Yeah, can't make a move on Kent. We're all going to stay where we are then. JPH, 3 tenths behind Ginger Tiger. With Jack behind him. Hello, Stephen. Bruce and Mikey round up the last 2 points positions. Of course, points for the top 12 drivers, not the top 10. In the Invictus Racing League, as we have a move towards the front of the league. Kent losing out to LDR Gamer. JPH on the soft tyres. Trying to get past Ginger Tiger. Can't quite make it just yet. Is he going to go for a move down into the hairpin? No, he's not. Ginger did leave the door open. Can't quite make the move though. JPH then on the exit. Not really getting much of a better exit. Losing a little bit of time to Ginger ahead. Into turns 13 and 14. Ginger better on track limits this time. But that looked a good line out of there for Clips Kiri. Straight line pace, not strong enough to make an overtake. What is strong enough to make an overtake is Ruddo's straight line pace on Kent. Move made through and through. Clips then to the inside of Kent. Ooh, late defending. Pushing his way in. Kent will have the inside line. Outside line, sorry. Oh, Ginger Tiger again, a little bit caught up in this as well. Down the inside, he's going to make 1 move. Is he going to make 2 on the straight? Not quite. Leaving JPH behind now. No, he's on those soft tyres. Kent falling down to P7. With Steven just 10th behind Jack ahead. LDR all over the rear of Ruddo now. Even though he's got those harder tyres. Breeze got a nice buffer behind him. Losing time though to As Lucas ahead, and we're going one by one here. All a tenth away from one another. All avoiding contact, collisions and spinning, thankfully. But now at least JPH 10th back still on Kent now. Getting better traction on the softs. This is going to give him the exit. He has to get out the throttle a little bit. Bruce getting past O. Steven. Nicely done. Ginger Tiger getting past Clips Kiri. JPH can't get past Kent on this occasion. Freeze losing a lot of time to Lucas, but not much time to the cars behind. As Lucas sets the fast lap 131.250. JPH here, drain that battery, because Ginger's not got any to defend with. Down into turn 1. JPH ahead. Whoa, contact! More contact! Like, I'm not too sure. Did I say Ginger? I meant to say Kent. Not too sure who was at fault there, if anybody. Luckily, both just a slide and staying on track, but look at the front of the field. LDR right behind Ruddo. So we still have a stupid safety car notification at the top of the screen. For some reason, not going away. LDR Games losing a little bit, a couple of attempts there. Kent now 1.5 behind. After the little slide, we got Jack having a little look around the outside of JPH, who is on those soft tyres. Don't know how many laps they last. Turn 13 and turn 14. No ERS being used on the car ahead. No ERS being used from the car behind into 130R. Nice and tidy. Are we going to go down the inside or around the outside into the chicane? No, we're not. I'm going to keep it nice and steady. Going to go for a move on the straight. Now, oh, spin for Kent. Round he goes into the gravel. Oh. Now we're doing donuts on track. Oh, there's a safety car notification. Ray is gone. Well, that leaves JPH in clean air then. It's the cat into the pits. He's going to serve his 10-second penalty. Grass there already, careful. Fastest sector for Ginger Tiger. Well, maybe that. Yeah, fastest first sector for Ginger Tiger. PH losing out to Jack. The soft tyres probably starting to go off now. Stephen got back ahead of Bruce. Attempts LDR and Ginger Tiger. Ginger not quite in DRS range of Ruddo. Ruddo catching Vrees. Vrees falling back from Lucas. Still going to be optimal for the mediums, not the hard runners at the moment. Those hards will not have won at all, but the mediums won't have won much either. Are we going to make a move, LDR? No, we're not. Going to wait for the DRS straight. Probably the more sensible option, although we're not got much ERS to play with. He does have a lot of ERS to play with. Clips Kiri in the background. But he's not close enough. We've got JPH then ahead of Jack into turn 1. Nice clean move. Down the inside before the corner. Move made nicely. Now should get ahead of Mikey as well. Oh, Steven just watching them exchange positions. Can't capitalise on anybody's movements just yet though. Ginger has caught into Ruddo's DRS, but at the same time, Ruddo is inside Vrees' DRS as well. Oh, spin! LDR Gamer up on the curb and round. Oh, that's race ruin for LDR Gamer. Out the points then. Pressure off for Ginger Tiger. For now. Pressure off for Ruddo as well. Pressure off for Vrees. Not really. 8 attempts behind them. Obviously they are on the medium tyres, Vrees is on the hard. Medium still going to be optimal right now. It's the cap hit again for the soft tyres. Not too sure why he went in again. But battles are going on all around the field. We got Q's waiting to go through this chicane. Ooh, Stephen a little bit wobbly. Bruce going to get the better X out of the corner. No, I don't think so. Ruddo ahead of Vrees. Kind of expecting that one to come. Is Jack going to get ahead of JPH again? No, he's not. We've got a yellow flag. It's the cat spinning out the back of the S's. And a 10-second penalty for Kent, who just drove into the pit wall. Not too sure what's going on here, Kent. Okay, that's an intentional DNF. Third place then Vrees, all over the rear of Ruddo after that overtake being made. We've got a yellow flag, it's the cat, round again. Better get lapped now by Ads Lucas, does so. Six attempts then, front of the field. Oh, Stephen getting ahead of Jack. Oh, bit of contact. Jack's on the inside though. Not going to get this one up too easily. Oh, contact again. Couple of positions lost for Jack in the middle of the chicane. You know who or if anyone was at fault. Hard to see from that side-off shot we had. Move to the inside of the Bruce. Oh, it's the cat's return. Oh, that's in the pits. Bruce. Oh, round Jack in the wall. Oh, bad to worse for Jack. Yellow flag and safety car. Oh no, Jack. Oh. Gone wrong. Has Lucas, who had a hefty gap at the front, gonna be a bit upset now. Oh, it's a drive through for speeding under the safety car by Mikey. Oh no. All going wrong, but Vrees will not mind too much about this, I don't think. Because I think about around 10 laps will be where that crossover period is. Of which is the better time, mediums or hards? See, are we going to see people pit? Is As Lucas going to come in for softs? Question. Staying out. Is Rodo pitting for softs? We are staying out, staying out, staying out. No one will pit then. All staying out. Might see people pit near the back of the field. Yep, Mikey goes in. Can't serve that penalty though, buddy. Spud in as well. Daryl twiddling his thumbs at the back of the field, choosing not to pit. Thought he might have gone in for some softs. Chooses not to. Interesting decision. Last to first challenge, not really pulled off there. Well, well, well. We're going to have a 3-lap shootout. In fact, I don't think it will come in this lap. We'll have a 2-lap shootout. Back straight, like I said, I don't think he's going to come in here. Shouldn't do, anyway. No, it doesn't. Well, really it should do, but it doesn't. That's what I meant to say. We will have a 2-lap shootout to finish the Japanese Grand Prix with 3 safety cars in the end. 1 VFC. I was 1 off. Right then, imagine the restart as Lucas. You have to make sure he gets a good one here because there will only be 2 laps to go. Jack has left it. No, he's out. That's fine. There will only be 2 laps to go. So a good restart is vital here for Hans Lucas. The cat said he damaged his rear wing, so had to retire in the pits. So that's that one. Apologising. No need to apologise. Rather you do what's safe and retire the car than drive unsafely for the rest of the race. So for the final restart of the race then, the third one, the third driver I'm pretty sure, for the restart as well. Restart 3 different drivers. See what's he going to do. Going to slow down. Sort of. There we go. We'll be able to back up the pack. We're going to go out of the chicane, what do you reckon? Or is he going to wait? He's going to wait. And he's going to go. Out the corner. Oh, that's not a good start. Mikey in the pits to serve that drive through. Oh, Ginger Tiger looking for a move on. Vries down the inside he goes. Oh, no contact. Contact avoided. Better line for Vries. He's going to keep P3. Vries all over the rear of Ruddo now. Maybe those hards are a little bit better off than the mediums. 1/10 behind, 2/10 behind. Side by side behind. JPH. Side by side with Clips Curie. JPH ahead of Clips Curie. Lovely move on those older softs. It must be said, JPH has been rescued, I think, by that safety car, saving some tyre wear on those softs, because 12 lap old softs, probably not the nicest to drive on. Probably going to lose that position again. Bruce overtaking O'Stephen on the inside of the hairpin. Lovely stuff, but O'Stephen will get the inside line. Oh, bit of contact. But Bruce will stay ahead. Still same safety car. And Bruce is ahead for the corner, so nicely done for Bruce. Oh, O'Stephen ahead. I don't know what happened there. I looked away for a split second. Nitrogash going to get the move on Bruce as well. To the inside, but I want to watch the front of the field because Ginger Tiger. Sorry, I'm not even watching Ginger Tiger. Freeze off track. Not too sure what happened there. Don't know if it was contact. Not too sure. APH. Better line through there. Better line out of there as well. Can he get past Clips Curie? To the inside he goes. Clips has got no ERS to defend with, and JPH round the outside. Down the straight. Move made. Move made in the background as well for Nitrogash ahead of O'Stephen. Ginger Tiger with Vries right behind him. Clips Curie right behind JPH as well. As JPH, you just feel it's got to be struggling a little bit on those soft through these. Oh, up on the curb. Clips, that was close. So going round. O'Stephen right on the tail of Nitrogash. Need a little bit of contact. Ooh, we're going side by side through here. Oh, we are around the outside spot on Daryl. Lovely move. Oh, broken wing. O'Stephen just about into the back of Bruce. And Nitro ahead of Clips Curie. But we'll go back to the front of the race. Well managed restart for Ads Lucas. Well managed restart for Ruddo. Couldn't make an advantage of the not the best restart, but held on to P2 quite nicely. Ginger Tiger got ahead of Vries and held on to that P3 nicely. And Vries P4. JPH isn't going to catch him now. And Clips lost out to Nitro, so he doesn't have to worry about behind. So we'll go to the front of the field because... Oh, Daryl gets back ahead of Spud. Spud is off the track. That'll be why... Oh, hang on. I want to watch this. 3 seconds, 4 Clips. Oh, that's not a time to pick up 3 seconds. But over the line, as Lucas wins, Ruddo second, Ginger Tiger third, Vries in P4, JPH P5, Nitro P6, O'Stephen promoted up to P7. Oh, we've got a crash over the line for Sir Spud. Now my question is, did Sir Spud make it to the end of that race or not? He was credited it. Might have to see a POV. We have then race winner Ads Lucas in P1, Ruddo P2, Ginger Tiger P3, Vries P4, JPH P5, Nitrogash P6, O'Stephen in P7, Bruce second of the kicks in P8, Daryl P9, LDR P10, there's Sir Spud P11, who was not happy with Bruce moving under braking apparently. Didn't see it, I don't think. Clips in P12, Mikey P13. And then DNF for Jack, Cat, Kent, Ronan, Quicksix, and the Estonian Easty Mats. at the back of the field, completing just a couple of laps. That is our final order then. Fastest lap and race win for Asluca's. Gotta be happy with that one. And prediction correct. I had Rudo and Junior Tiger in third with LDR second, but he had an issue. Fell right down. So they got both promoted into the podium themselves. Rudo and Ginger Tiger. And then the reserve of Rees just behind them. Not a bad race after that strategy call at the beginning of the race. But that is all we will have time for tonight's race. And a dramatic one around the Japanese Grand Prix, round Suzuka, the only figure of 8, like I said, track in the calendar. And drama filled race 2. LDR, of course, he had a spin, didn't he, out of the hairpin? That was what happened. That's why he fell down. So a drama filled race for round 2. Tomorrow night, then we will be back for Tier 1 at 8 p.m. JPH and Bruce, the kick team, swapping out the gloves for a microphone, stepping into the commentary booth for RP on the Thursday to wrap up round 2 and the Japanese Grand Prix for the week. That's all we got time for. Thank you everyone who joined us in the chat. Oh, Stephen, Suspud, Xerox, and a couple others at the beginning as well. Louis, I know, was in here as well. And we will be back next week. Thank you everyone for joining.